Mm.
I want
No,
to hear something. Yeah, there you
no,
go.
no, no,
Come
no,
on. This is motivation group. I got a lot to
no.
unpack.
There's nothing motivating to talk about right now. So, I mean,
So
there, no,
it's been that
it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but guess what? We're here. That's great. And
that's true.
UConn's about to win tonight. Well, not the whole. They're about to beat UCLA tonight.
Okay, okay.
So it's good.
We hopeful. We hopeful.
And hopefully Duke wins tonight. So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get past me. Like, no, like I don't care
Uh,
what you try to do, it's not gonna work. What I mean, give us a little bit of something. Like, you don't even have to really
mm,
talk about it, but what was the vibe? Was it anger? Was it hatred? Was it jealousy? What was the vibe
oh, it's
of the
been a
week?
lot. Like a lot of. It's just been heavy. Like a lot of really heavy things. Kind of all week actually. And most of it's like I don't have any control over, so I can't get too
Oh
like
man.
stressed about it anyway, which it's just a lot. But it's good.
Okay. Why don't you feel? Because I'm somebody that feels like for the most part we can control just about every. I mean, I guess we can't control death, can't control it's like our health. Because sometimes health
Mhm.
scares can come up, and it's like,
Mhm.
dang, we end up having this entire health scare. Is that Kay
It is me.
Hey.
over here
Hi.
selling stuff? And when it's time to motivate, come on now.
Listen. Um, it's been crazy. I'm learning the Posh shows. They like do these auctions. I'm on somebody else's Posh show and like
Mm.
somebody somebody bought something from me, which is great. But they
Hey.
could possibly bundle like items, like, like buy a bunch and like then just pay shipping once.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
so like they were talking about that they wanted to bundle, but I didn't have a bundle from them. So,
Mm.
so I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Uh,
No, you're all good. We just wanted to make sure you
so
made the call.
I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't be missing us now. Come on now, we miss you. I miss both of y'all. She didn't even want to do the meeting with me, so she forgot to check her Snapchat. So we missed that. And then now you, come on now.
Hey, you've missed enough
You
for
know
the
what, Kay?
First
I'm
of
about
all,
to.
first of all, just pick one consistent place to send messages and then I'll
Oh,
check, okay? Because
y'all just threw me underneath the bus and backed up and ran me over and then went forward again. Like that's messed up.
it's not.
That's messed up. Why y'all coming for me?
it is, man.
Kay just said, what you just say about me being late? What you say?
I said you don't always show up to the call, so if I don't show up for one, it's fine.
He didn't show up for our call today for our one-on-one, Kara. But he did message me, I guess, in Snapchat, but I don't really check that all the time, so I didn't see
Exactly.
it.
My mama was in the hospital. I have
I
a
mean, so
whole
that's important. Like, I won't
see,
bring that up again. I'm
see.
just saying, Snapchat. Like, why Snapchat?
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I definitely should have hit up your number. I know
No,
that's what
you're
you
good.
said you do it. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But thank y'all. We here now. We here now. We here now.
Jack's here.
Jack's
Jack,
here.
Zane's in the room with me. You can't see him, but he's here.
No, come on. You gotta give him the camera. You can't get it in.
Big ass dog. Hold on.
he's so cute. I've seen the things.
Look, I mean, look, K, E letting all the words fly now. She ain't holding back. She getting comfortable.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, look at this.
Oh man, he is
So
huge.
See
cute.
what I
Look at Jack eyes. Look at Jack eyes. Jack eyes. Like
Jack's not even looking at the camera.
Jack eyes super. Look at
Jack's not looking at the camera, Trey. He's looking
Jack like you. Jack like you. Hey,
I promise you he's not looking at the camera.
Jack got super
This is him
terrified.
looking at the computer.
Look at him. He's looking. Look at him.
He's not scared, Trey. Do you know how many dogs I watch on my phone? He's not scared.
Really? He
Yeah.
doesn't freak out?
Mm-mm.
Ah.
Now, if the dog was here, he would freak out.
Oh.
I feel like Zane would be afraid of Jack too, actually.
No way. No, I
He
don't
is
believe
so
that.
We were on a walk today and there were two geese in front of us and he was afraid of the
I
geese.
saw that on your Snapchat. I saw it. Yeah.
You know, Jack
That
did
was
have
hilarious.
a dog once that came into our house.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I said Jack did fight a dog once that came into our house. It was a scaredy dog, and so Jack, I think, felt brave and he like whacked him, and then he ran away himself.
Mm,
I don't know.
what the heck?
Like if we're in the house and there's a noise that sounds like somebody might be trying to come in or something, Zane waits for me to go first to check it
That's good. No,
out.
that's messed up. That's messed up.
Mhm.
That is messed up. All my perceptions of y'all animals just changed. I thought they were like loyal and brave and all that.
Yeah, I mean he's loyal. Like if it came down to it, I'm sure he would do what he needed to do, but he just wants me to
Gotcha.
go first.
He wants you to. Oh, that's very loyal, very noble. I
He
love it.
wants to feel protected by me.
I love it. Very noble. Very. No, but we were unpacking today. Okay. Eve was just letting me know that she had a pretty tough week. It seemed like it was pretty eventful. She won't really go into too much detail, but I won't press too much. But she did mention control. And so I was kind of actually wanting to go there a little bit, but I did want to ask you first, how was your week? The
Um,
good, the bad, the ugly.
Mine was good. Yeah, it was good. It's really busy. I'm so
Mm,
tired. I mean, I went to the
really?
every day except for Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my trainer kicked my butt this week.
Mm,
I am tired.
yeah. No, I feel that.
Um, which I mean, it's a good thing, but I'm just tired. So I think
I
I'm,
feel that.
I think I'm gonna take a nap this weekend. I also
Yeah.
my very first Posh show last.
Yeah. 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 How was that? What you said? Oh, did she go out?
I think so.
And it's weird.
Oh.
Wait, I think you went out, kid.
My AirPods keep connecting to things.
Oh, no, you're all good. You're all good. But I
Like
was,
they're nowhere even near me, and they're not
what the?
open. They just they just be connecting
Connected for no reason?
to things for no reason. And I don't understand, and it makes me so angry.
Nah, you're all good. You're all good. You're all good. But how was
Uh,
the posh? How was the show?
the show was good. Yeah, it was good. It went. I did it from like 8 to 10 last night. I ended up
Nice.
selling actually three of my items.
Come on.
Um, so that was nice. That was fun. Oh my gosh, it was so much talking though. Like my voice, like I lost my voice for a little bit.
Wow.
Talking for so long for 2 hours straight,
Yeah.
just talking about like first I did my clothes, the ones I wanted to like showcase and try to sell.
Yeah.
Then I, showed other people's stuff. Then I went back to mine and then I showed other people's stuff. Like it was fun. It was fun, but also like, man, I don't know how there's some people like I be watching shows. I also been watching some shows, which has not been great. Because then I buy stuff. Like I bought stuff today. Um
Mm.
and which is like it's fun though. Some of them have like really fun shows, like where they're like doing these games and you win mystery prizes. Um
Really? What the?
yeah. But they're like luxury prizes. Like I won a YSL bag
Mm.
and I won like I think a Kate Spade bag and a Juicy Fruit
Mm.
and
And these are like game shows?
like they make it a game like like
Wow.
you bid on like the thing and they have like a low like a kind of a sort of low price for like a luxury item like the thing that I bought something for $35 and like it retail the two purses that I got for the $35 they retailed for like 150 each.
Wow. Wow.
That's good.
So I mean, so that was super fun, and they're just like they those people like make it really fun, and they've got like their all their stuff out. So then part of me is like, man, I don't have all this stuff. I'm just trying to sell like my old clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're like nice, but like, it's not like luxury items and stuff. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'll just do what I do.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad that you're embracing your passion. You know what I'm saying? Like you're growing in your craft.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm gonna try to do a show every Thursday.
Super
Um,
dope.
That's good.
I'll try.
That's
Just
super dope. Yeah, keep that going. Keep that going. And like I said, going live, you're pushing out, you know, inspiration to other people who are trying to do what you're doing. That's the
yeah.
dope part. I love that. I love that. All right. Well, let's lean into it. Let's lean into it a little bit. Again, E just mentioned control. I was gonna like go another way, but I kind of want to hover here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
um, I guess the question I have, I'm gonna jump back to you, E. You ain't getting away that easy. So I just want to know, not necessarily that you have to say what it is that you feel like you don't have control of, but I guess what about not having control of whatever you're referring to this past week? What about it like worried you? Does not having control like what does that how does that make you feel? I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I just, I think what I was saying is I just have to like realize that the things that are like heavy right now to me, I don't have any control over those situations. So I'm just trying to not like be too down about it, I guess. I don't know. It's hard.
Mm. So it makes you feel vulnerable, like weak in a sense, almost like hey, there's nothing you can do.
Yes, but also like one of the situations there is something I can do. So I got to do that. I got to work on that. So I don't know, but yeah, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot this week. So
Okay. Okay. No, I love that. I love that. What about you, Kay? Do you feel like there's things in your life that you can't control? And then if not, I mean, if so, how do you feel about not being able to control it? How does not having control make you feel?
And there's definitely things that I can't control.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I do like to be in control of certain things. Like, I like that aspect. Like, I like being like in control, but at some points you have to like let go of that control or like
Mm,
know like that that you can't control everything, I guess. And so
mm,
taking I try to take the stance or like and I've told other people too, and people have told me is like, focus on the things you can control and do what you can do for those things. Um,
mm,
and let as much as you can try to let go of that thing that you can't control, like by kind of like seeing what happens with it or like, maybe giving it up in prayer or
mm,
maybe uh I I don't know. There's just some things like you can't control another person's feelings. You can't control what another person says. You can't control like other people really or
mhm.
yeah.
what they do or how they react. And so I think like in your mind you have to let go of that. Like, just let go of,
Mm,
like they're gonna respond how they respond. And I can only control how I respond, I guess. Even
mm.
today, like I did have like I was lowering prices in my I know I've been talking about Poshmark a lot, but it's relatable. It relates. I was
Oh, I
lowering
can't wait to hear this. Nah, I'm playing.
I
I'm
was no,
playing.
I was lowering prices in my Posh closet because that's what I do after I sell something. I
Yeah,
lower prices of like the items that are under it because I like all my sold items to be at the bottom. And so like that's kind of how it works. So I do that
yeah.
so prices. And somebody comments on something like I have this men's shirt for sale for $22 and they said $22, that's crazy. And I decided to take it as like I mean, I think they meant it as a bad thing, like they were like that's too much. But I just decided I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it as either a good thing and I'm just gonna comment. And I said, I do accept offers because I do. Like I do accept offers. So if you think it's crazy, you
Mm.
want to offer me something like what you would pay for it, then send me the offer. But otherwise, like it's it's no big deal. Like you just gonna comment, I'm gonna keep the price.
Mm. Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
keep the price. Somebody might buy it, somebody might not. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it retails for 60, so from that brand, so 22 is a decent price in
Price.
my mind.
that's true. That's true. So even in situations like you said where you can't control how what a person says, what a person comments, um, I guess in a sense it seems like you gain back control by focusing on what you can control, is what you said.
Yeah, or just like or like, well, at first I was typing. I had to read back
Uh,
what I was
no, 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 no.
yeah,
No, tell us what you were gonna say. Tell us what you wanted to say. Please go there. Please.
because
Tell us,
like
Kay. You gonna tell him, hey, go
what I wanted
ahead.
to say was what I wanted to say, good crazy or bad crazy, because I'm like, there's two ways this can go. But then I was like, you know what? That's just too much. I don't want to give them that much. Like, like if I don't want them to know necessarily that they like got under my
Got
skin.
underneath your skin? Yeah.
So I was like, so I deleted it.
Yo.
And then I said, and then I just said, I accept offers, which is true. So I'm like, I accept offers. You can send me an offer if you want. Like, and then they just responded, fair enough. And I'm like, okay. Like, like there was nothing else to say to that. They didn't send an offer, they didn't do anything. It's like, to me, it's like, why are you gonna type something like if you don't want the item,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
That's
to me,
crazy.
it makes no sense. But that's where I'm like, okay, sometimes like you can't, like I said, you can't control what people comment, you can't control all of that, but I
yeah.
can control my response. Now,
Come on.
my initial response was like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some curse words in there, but nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. She just dressed it up. What do you mean? Nah, I'm sure. I'm sure you ready to bite somebody ear off, Mike Tyson style. But I get it. I get it. And I love that. Like going back to you, E, I think what Karis just said, like, yeah,
Mhm.
I think acknowledging the fact that yeah, there are things you can't control. And
Mhm.
and I think that we should be okay with that. Like I think that we should grow to be okay with that. I know it can be
Mhm.
hard. I know it can be hard. Like I understand. Yeah, when you're not in control of things, it can make you feel, at least for me, vulnerable. Um, you're scared in a sense because it's unpredictable. You don't know, right? It's like I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's going to happen. Um, just things of that nature. But Kara flipped it, right?
Mhm.
She kind of took it and did something with it. And I was like, dang, this is why we have calls like this. Because
Mhm.
E, you probably need to hear this.
Mhm.
Even in the uncontrollable, there's elements of control. Okay, I probably can't control this, but what you can control is how you respond. What you can control is, what I'm saying, your perspective to it, prayer, if that's what you do, or this, like, or that, or this or that. Like, you focus on what you can control in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, it's good.
That's really good. That's really good, Kay. Um, oh, that's freaking good. I love that. And I feel like when you don't give others that control, so again, E, I'm not sure what you're going through, but I'll just give a scenario. If someone, when it comes to control, I think if someone feels like they can control you, you know, they're only going to continue.
Mhm.
They're only going to, relish in that and want to feed on that even more,
Mhm.
But when you don't allow a person to control you, or when you show them that they can't, Oh, how much joy and happiness and freedom is in that. Like, do y'all get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's
Do y'all
good.
get, do y'all get what I'm saying? Like that joy and that freedom of when a person realizes you can't control me though. You know what I'm saying? Or when you realize that they can, you know, and taking that in yourself, taking your accountability or taking responsibility within yourself and realizing that you can control you
Mm-hmm.
and what you do. Again, going back to my mom, we had, to go to the hospital so today so she can get checked up. She broke her tailbone. And, there's just like a lot of stuff that comes with that. But then in that, you end up finding out other stuff. And it's like, dang, it's like, all right, we didn't know this, we didn't know that, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. But even in that, Kay, you just reminded me. It's like, well, you know what? For this, we can control this. We can't control what she's eating. We can't control how she's moving, what she's doing, what she's not doing. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that reminder because you just reminded me,
It's
you
really good.
know, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. Um, have you both ever been in a situation or scenario where, um, and I'm pretty sure you both have, but have you both been in a scenario or situation? Let me see how I'm trying to word this, where your control came through. Okay, let me word it this way. Have you both been in a scenario or situation or dealt with someone where in the control or in them seemingly trying to have control over you, you then realize the manipulation behind that and then confronted them about it?
Yes.
Okay. How did that go? How did that confrontation go, if you don't mind me asking?
Mm,
You gotta say too much.
not not great. Like um yeah, I don't know. They don't like hold themselves accountable or accept responsibility or yeah, not good.
Okay. Why would you say not good? Why did it not go good?
Um I mean because
Dig in a little bit.
I had a desired outcome, like
Okay.
and not that it had to go my way, but um like I think everybody wants to be heard and understood, right? Like where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
it's really frustrating when that can't happen. But that also is out of my control. So I gotta learn to let go of that. I guess is really uh yeah. Um,
What helps you both accept the fact that what helps you both accept the fact that you can't control a situation? Like what do you think about or what is it that you ponder that helps you accept, okay, I can't control this? Because a lot of people struggle with that.
well, like Kara said, we can't control other people, right?
Mm.
Ever. So
Like you don't own anybody, is what you're saying.
right, yes. And
Okay.
like we can't make them try to see things from a different perspective other than theirs.
Mm.
We can't make them not make everything about themselves, I guess. Can't make
Mm.
them be
Mm.
honest. We can't
Mhm.
make them not try to be a victim in every situation. I don't know. It goes on
Nah, nah, you, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, this is something I worked on in therapy a lot too, was just
Yeah.
like, you know, there were a lot of times where there were certain people in my life that, tried to say that like I by doing XYZ, I would make them happy, or I would
Mm,
make them that way. And if I didn't do XYZ, then, it's my fault that I made them mad, or like, basically,
mm,
or like made them sad, or
mm,
like I was like anything I did, I was the reason for it. But then my therapist helped me, and like just realizing it is just like that whatever you do for people that have that type of mindset, it's never going to be good enough. Like, never
mm,
going to be good enough. Like, there's always going to be something else that will like eventually you'll do something that will make them upset, you know? Like at the
mm.
end of the day, like you're not actually
Headphones connected. I heard it. I literally heard it. Yo, I heard it. That's crazy. Hey, I don't know if you can hear us.
it did it again.
Yeah, I heard it. We heard it do it. It went boom, boom.
I'm going in a room that's like way far away from them now. So hopefully
Yeah. You can just cut off your Bluetooth. Cut off your Bluetooth feature on your phone or your laptop.
okay.
Yeah, if you cut that off, it won't work.
Let me figure that out too. But I'm like
Yeah.
in my room now.
Okay.
I don't know what you all heard.
Well, you were just saying that you were I heard that you were going into the second part, but if you want to like go like 4 words back, that's probably where you cut off.
Exactly.
4 words back.
Oh gosh. Okay, well basically I said,
Your therapist and you were kind of going into that. Your therapist
yeah,
helped you understand.
yeah, just that like those types of people are gonna like expect something from you all the time. And so
Mm-hmm.
like again, you can only like that was where it was like really brought into me like you can only control how you respond to them, and
Yep.
like and also just recognizing like like I can't make you happy,
Yeah.
and you can't make me happy. Only I can choose to be happy. You can choose to be happy if you want to, or you can be sad or whatever. And like
Mm,
I'll try to do like if I'm able to do what you want me to, I will. But if I'm not, then I won't. But I'm not gonna be
mm,
affected by like I'm not gonna be affected by your emotions, because like honestly that's just you trying to that's like a manipulation tactic. And so I'm not gonna like let you manipulate me into doing something just because like you want it, or you say
mm.
I need to because it'll make you happy. Like
That's
Oh,
really good.
that's good. Can you make someone happy? That's the
No,
question. Like, can we make can one person make another person happy?
no.
no. You can
And
do
is that
you
go
can
ahead,
do
go ahead.
things. I mean like you can do things that like bring happiness, but like but it's still up to like it's up to that person. Like if I brought a person flowers like to try to cheer them up or to make them happy, it's still on them to be happy about the flowers that they got, because they could like look at the flowers and be like, oh, that one's blue, I don't like blue,
Mm,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. No, that's good. That's good. E, can we make someone happy?
No, no, you can't. Like that's within you. You have to do
Mm.
that for yourself. Like, momentary like happiness, but not like real happiness, no.
So going back to that control, you both are saying that your own happiness is in your control. No one else can control that.
It's an inside job. That's what they say, right? Happiness is an
Mm,
inside job.
mm. It's something that takes place within.
Hmm.
Oh. And so I would also assume that you both are saying that it's no one else's responsibility to make another person happy. Is that also what you both are saying?
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow, really? So even like a husband and wife, you both been married. It
Mhm.
was it was not you both's job or your significant other's job to make you happy.
No.
No, never. No.
Really? All right, talk to the people that's married 'cause this huge.
I mean,
I'm
if a
gonna cut this
person
out.
isn't happy, like there's nothing you can do that's really going to make them happy. Like no matter how hard you try, and I did, I tried, but there's literally nothing you can do. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, Kay said you said it all. He said we can end it right here. Yo, I heard that.
I feel that.
No, I understand that. I understand that. And so then I would also say, or I would also assume, right? You both in trying to do that or in doing that, it was draining, perhaps something that burned you both down to the bone.
A lot of times it's like walking on eggshells. You're never like, there's never anything you can do. Like, even when you tried to like be the way they wanted you to be,
Mm.
it was like, oh, you're just doing this because I told you to. Well, yeah, because I love you,
You so silly.
and so I tried. I listened to what you
Mm,
said,
But
but
like
now,
you said, it's never enough. It'll
now I'm
never
the
be
bad guy.
enough.
mm. Y'all so silly. But I get that. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. So essentially seeking someone else's happiness, it ultimately becomes a trap because you're not, you would never, it would always be then something else that they then potentially need to be happy.
Right. But they're the only ones that can get that for themselves. So like um, don't try to make somebody else happy ever because you can't.
Mm. No, I love this. I love this. This coincides. It sounds like a lot to things that we've already talked about and talk about. But again, I think going back to what I didn't plan this topic, but to go into what you were saying, control. You know, and to be honest, I know that some of you have mentioned levels of abuse, even if it wasn't just physical, inside of the relationships that y'all have been in. Um, but I think that, domestic violence to any capacity, I think, or just violence in any relationships, right? Like any relational abuse, I think can really probably at the heart of it be a level of control, right? Wanting to control. And so to have to accept the fact that you can't control something, I think is really that's really, really hard. Um, but it's also an amazing milestone if you do accept it, right? What do you think? What do you both think? I don't think I asked this question. What do you both think makes it hard for people to accept it? I know we answered how what makes it easy to accept it. What do you think makes it hard? Do you think it's just downright pure pride at the end of the day?
I mean, I think that there's like there can be a level of stubbornness from people, like wanting
Mm,
control. I think it's just like a desire, like for most people to be in control of something or to be in control
mm,
of their own life, their destiny, their something. But there's just things that are sometimes outside of our control. So like when you accept it, I personally feel like it's freeing when you finally accept it because
mm,
like there's like a whole weight when you're trying to control everything or you're trying to control it all. I feel like that's a big burden on yourself. Like it's a big weight on you.
mm.
And so to me it's freeing when you like recognize the level of control you don't have.
You
Um,
don't have.
um but I mean it's like you said with the your you know little YouTube thing you did, I think last night about accountability, you still have to take accountability for the things that you do need to control or you do have control over or the things you can do. Like you
Mm,
still need to account for those things. Like you can't just be like, well, everything's out of my control. Like it's not an all or nothing thing.
Mm. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. K over here spitting from the soul. And you looking at my videos. Come on now. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
It was a good one. I saw it too. That was really good.
Yo, you saw it too?
Yeah.
Y'all be watching my
Wait,
stuff.
wait, look at your stuff.
Yo, bunch of stalkers. No, I'm playing. I'm
Oh.
playing.
Oh, am I not supposed to watch your things? Okay. I
I'm
can stop.
playing. Please don't stop. I need my 2 views. They be y'all. Now I know. Now I know those 2 likes. Now I know. Thank you. Please don't stop watching. I need those.
You call me a stalker. I'm gonna stop.
Please. No.
For real. I think he has some like trust issues or something, Kara. We gotta figure this
Yo,
out.
she keeps saying that. Okay. She keeps saying that. I cannot, man. What about you, E? I gotta hear you. What do you think makes people afraid of accepting control?
Of accepting control or that they don't have control? I don't know. I mean,
Accepting it. Accepting that they don't have. I'm sorry. Accepting that they don't have.
I mean, I feel like Kara did a really good job, honestly, of, of explaining it, but I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Y'all be bouncing off each other.
She's a genius.
Okay,
But
and
when
Elise
you
has really good points too. So if I don't have anything to add, I'm probably
right.
supposed to.
y'all be trying to get out. Y'all be trying to get out of saying something. No.
No, no. But like when you accept it, then you can get to like a peace that you probably haven't felt before. So like it's good. It's great.
That's true.
Love
That's true. That's true. All right.
it.
Well, when it comes to when it comes to and again, you don't have to get super detailed, but I guess I'm gonna get a little personal here. When it comes to you both's lives now, currently, what's that one thing that you can't control? One thing. Just give us something. You ain't gotta get into detail, but just something that you can't control right now. Something that you've realized or you're realizing, perhaps.
I will say I have a complicated relationship with my mother, and yeah, I mean I can't control that at all because
Mm.
we're just never gonna get uh yeah on the same to the same place, I don't think.
Wow. Okay. I didn't say get that specific, but you did. Thanks.
I know I didn't know like how to answer it without I don't know. Yeah.
Things
I think one of the best way for us to reach our viewers in terms of how the things y'all are saying amazing things. But I think one of the best ways to reach a person is to be vulnerable and transparent yourself. And yeah, not that y'all haven't been, but that's why I asked this question because it's just like think
Yeah.
that what I'm saying, like the more they see that, the more because people are watching these things. I'm not sure if y'all are reading the comments or like reading what's going on, but people are listening. And it's kind of the more you realize that, the more it's like, all right, how can we gain their trust even more? And so, yeah, vulnerability. Okay, thank you. Your mom. Wow, that's huge. That's freaking huge because this is the person that you came from.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that hits that hits a different spot. That's all I'll say about that. But that hits a different spot for sure. All right, okay,
I
and
think
then I'll go.
I think for me, like at least like right now, some things is like health issues.
Okay.
Like, like you can't necessarily like you can do things, like you can put take steps to like, try to take care of them or like get them
Yeah.
taken, but like you can't control like what necessarily you have or don't have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I appreciate that. Wow. That's really good. Because it's true. It's really, really true. Um, we were just talking about that, me and you, when we jumped in here before you like connected your audio. When you were on Poshmark, we were just I was telling her, some things like health you can't control. Some people I've known certain people that have got, some of the healthiest people, and yet they get cancer or they get, you can't certain things you just can't control.
Mhm.
And I know some people who are very prestigious or specific on what they do to avoid certain things, and then they still get certain. Like it's like, I don't have your phone too close to you don't want to get cancer, this and that, and then that person somehow gets cancer. It's like, dang. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Health is definitely one of those things. Um, I'll say for me, um, yes, I think for me it may be a level of circumstances. Certain things that certain positions and situations or scenarios I'm in that I can't control. Um, that in turn affects other things, but I have to come to terms with the fact that, hey, this is what it is. Um, I can't control this because of this, and I didn't know that this would then cause troubles for this, like stuff like that. I think it's definitely a level of humility or humbleness that comes with that when you realize um, that you can't control certain things, but then you also have to accept the fact that hey, you like you said, you didn't know, you could have never known. When you make certain decisions I've had to make, and it's like you don't know what's going to happen by making this decision. There's really no way I can know, and that's humbling, or has been humbling too. Just coming to those realizations as well.
Mhm. Yeah,
What would you
sometimes
both? Go ahead. Go ahead.
sometimes you just gotta take the leap of faith with those things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
you have to take the risk. You have to go for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't always like map everything out like detail by detail. I think that can be hard for people. I think that to be
Yes.
one of the things that's like a hard
Yes.
truth is that
Yes.
can't always you can't always be in control. Like you can't have like sometimes you have everything detailed out.
Yeah.
Like my sister, she's the most organized and like she like plans things out to a T. Like she gets an itinerary for like our holiday events and for different stuff. And it's wonderful and I love that about her. Like I love how organized she is. But, you know, I always have to try to remind her like, okay, we like it's great. This is like our plan, but like if something happens, like stuff might happen that throws it off. We have to still be flexible. Like we have a plan, but you have to be
Yeah.
flexible
Yeah.
with the plan. Like you can't be super rigid. Don't get upset if something happens
Yeah.
outside the plan.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are upset when something doesn't happen inside the plan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it kind of also goes to a level of entitlement too. I think entitlement is in there, you know, in the sense of like we're, sometimes a person can think that we're born into this world with certain entitlements, but it's like you had no play on what type of parents you were gonna have or what type of life you were gonna have. Like you had no determination on that.
Mhm.
You were born, and you were conceived by two people that you didn't know anything about. And so I think to then think that there's a right to certain things when we couldn't even control who birthed us. I think that can breed a level of entitlement, which can then breed a level of like a level of a brat almost, right? Like it's like you don't learn to be humble. You don't learn to realize that the world does not revolve around you.
That's true.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, there definitely can be a level of entitlement for sure.
Yeah, entitlement. I think that's a really dangerous thing because if you think you're entitled to something, then comes, like I said, the abuse. Then comes the you better. Then comes the
Mhm.
if you don't kneel, kneel or else. It's like, oh snap. It's like, who are you? That saith the king, or it's like, what is going on here? You know? And so yeah, I think that I think those things are very dangerous, is what I'm saying. Um, and I think what you both are saying is really good. All right, we got 1 more minute. Um, just for the people who are listening, I'll put it that way. For the people who are listening, where should they start when it comes to accepting accepting that they can't control everything? Where should they start? Where should they reflect? What, I guess, top one advice you would give them to ultimately remember?
I think for me, like the best thing I can think of to say to this is like figuring out where you come from in regards to control. Are like for me, I I was like a people pleaser and I wanted to control how people felt all the time. Like what is it you're trying to control?
Mm,
I think you need to recognize what it is you're trying to control first.
wow,
Um
it's good.
and figure out, is that something I can control? Because with me having that level of like trying to be a people pleaser and like
Mm,
trying to control how people felt or like what they thought about me, like that was something that like I literally can't control that because
wow,
that's another person, like that's another person. I can't control their thoughts, I can't control their feelings, can't control their actions. Only they can do that. And so by recognizing that,
yeah,
then you go into what can I control? I can control me. I can control my thoughts, I can control my actions, I can control, what I do. And so that's what I'll focus on. So that's my,
what are you trying to control?
yeah.
That's really good. I never thought of it like that. Wow,
Really good.
dang, that's actually really good. Yeah, that's really good. What are you trying to control? Mm. Come on, E. Come on up in here. Jump in the water, E.
I
Jump in
mean,
the water.
I'm coming from the perspective also of
You can't say
people
anything that Kara
pleaser.
said. You can't say that
No,
anything.
no,
Okay.
I'm just saying, but like
I
Right.
was about to say.
for me, like just like controlling the situation, but also like was really helpful for me to understand why I have been a people pleaser.
Mm.
And then like thinking of that in those specific situations. Um, it's like as much as I want to say that I'm not a people pleaser anymore, I definitely like can fall back into that really easily. So when I catch myself, I do try to figure out like why am I this way in this situation? And usually it helps me just put things back into perspective
Mm.
and I don't know. That's what I
So
got.
self-reflecting, like going
Mhm.
back to, yeah. So kind of like what Kara said. No, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
They
just gonna
I'm like,
what she said.
I'm playing. All right.
I mean, we have a lot of similarities. You've said it yourself. So a lot of times, like she says
Yeah, I
things that I could
do.
not say better. And I feel like she's speaking from my soul. And
I
that's,
feel I feel that too. I feel that too sometimes. I'm like, at least
Man, y'all keep, no.
I mean, you
you're the one
said
who
it
said
yourself,
you're
Trey.
the one who said we're similar, and we
Right.
I did.
You
so
said that to me before I ever even talked to Kara the first time. So you know
That's
it's
true.
true.
That
yeah.
is true. I ain't gonna even lie. That's so true. I love y'all. Y'all are hilarious. This is dope. This is dope. Again, I never a little bit past time, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Anything else y'all want to say to someone who? Anything else really quickly? Someone who's struggling with control, struggling with, you know, this could be a person who's abusing a significant other. This could be a person who's wanting to commit suicide, right? Because they feel like they can't control things. Like this could be a person that, this or that. So
Well,
anything
if you're
else?
dating someone, you should stop because I don't like that, and I'll come for you.
Yo, dang. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Those are very different scenarios, though, that you just threw out there
They are
casually.
very,
Like, if you maybe somebody's abusing somebody, maybe somebody's
Somebody's
like doesn't want to
suicide.
continue living. Like,
yeah, they're very, very different scenarios.
Yeah,
You need to
I
stop doing
cannot.
that. And the second one, you need to get help.
yes,
Yes. Yeah. Hands down.
and
Hands
things
down. Think
things
else.
don't get better. They do get better, but
There we go.
usually don't. They do.
There we go. Yep. I love that. All right, guys. Well, this is your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Motivation with Kara and E. And until next time, thank y'all so much.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Have
Until
a
next
good
week.
weekend. Bye.
Y'all as well.